In the previous two sections, we discussed the typical artistic representatives of black, white, Dan, and Qing. They are the core colors among all Chinese traditional colors. When we match and harmonize these colors with each other, they can create the colorful, unique, and meaningful Chinese color system. Among the treasures of Chinese art, dramatic facial makeup in Chinese opera and embroidery are regarded as the epitome of Chinese color matching. In this section, we will interpret the code of color systems in facial makeup and embroidery. The song introduced the 5 colors of facial makeup in Beijing opera as well as the corresponding representative figures. In Beijing opera, various characters have their own facial makeups with the specific patterns and colors. Facial makeup can highlight their personalities and characteristics. When the audience see the facial makeups, they can distinguish between the loyal and the disloyal, the good and the evil. Wang Aohong, a dramatist, summed up the color of facial makeups in Beijing opera as follows. Red represents loyalty and purple represents filial piety. Black represents integrity and pink represents the elderly. Water white represents treacherousness and paint white represents arrogance. Yellow represents fierceness and gray represents greed. Blue represents braveness and green represents ruthlessness. Gold and silver are the colors for God, Buddha, and spirits. Different people have facial makeup of different colors, and some even draw special patterns of their faces. This man loves to drink and draws a gourd on his forehead. In ancient China, wine was put in a gourd and the drunk carries it while walking. The second man has a yin and yang diagram on his forehead, and he's good at divination. The third man has a piece of Asian Chinese coin on both cheeks. Can you guess what his job is? He turns out to be a god of fortune. In addition to Beijing opera, there are more than 300 Asian operas in China, such as Anhui opera, Han opera, Kunqu opera, Shanxi opera, and Sichuan opera, and so on. Among them, the face changing of Sichuan opera is the most famous and impressive. The characters in Chinese traditional operas are mainly divided into 4 categories. Shen, males. Dan, females. Jing, painted face. And Chao, clown. The most outstanding feature of the character of Jing is its facial makeup. As a matter of fact, other characters also have their own facial makeup, but theirs are simpler and plainer. I believe you, especially girls, should like the makeup of the character of Dan. The decoration of hair patches and plaits set the faces off to be round as pearls and smooth as jade. The rouge polishing part between the eyebrow and the hairline, as well as the black eyeshadow and eyelines that rise in an exaggerating manner, make both eyes limpid. With the help of beautiful headwear and costume, as well as graceful performance, ever dressed the character of Dan or looked lively and charming, eyes filled with graceful elegance. In contrast, the Chou character wears some white powder on the bridge of the nose, which gives an ugly look. They always play a comedic role in Beijing opera due to their funny look.